a story about...
Here we go. There we go. There it is. What's up, people? How y'all doing? What's up? The mic is hot. What's happening? There we are, in the house. All right, everybody. How y'all doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to the Tim Black Show. We're in the building. I want to say what's up to my people on X, my people on YouTube, my people on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for being here. Yo, my cup. Can't see my cup. Yo, what's up, Buck Bewley and Black Mamba for moderating? Give it up for them. My moderator team is in the house. I got my people here tuning in. Thank you guys for doing what you do. I want to make an announcement. I want to make sure people know. Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tune into the Tim Black Show. My special guest will be Naheem. Now, Naheem is an activist, and he's going to talk about reparations bill that's in Massachusetts. And he's going to give us the update on that and what's happening with that. Very exciting what him and his team are doing. So he's going to come here. It's going to be his first time on the show. So I'm going to give him a warm reception and welcome him to the Tim Black Show. All right, so remember, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a special broadcast. Okay, give it up for that. As always, I'm happy to be your host. Let me tell people that are new to the show, what we do here is we cover U.S. politics, breaking news, and Black culture. Not always in that order, but always with that type of spirit. My people, look. In my comment section, we have the best. We have the best in the comment section tonight. Black Mamba's in the house. Tobias Grove, Popo Naya Shelley, Big Shell in the house. Robert Dalton, I saw you. Cat Negrita, what's happening? The whole squad's tuned in. Sharon Brown, downtown Sharon Brown. Peter's in the house. Peter G, James Sumler. And I'm scrolling. Who else is in here? Is that Bruce Newsom? And we're scrolling and we're good. A lot of people coming through, man. Thank you. He's worthy. He's worthy in the house. Thank you. This one of them corporate ties. This ain't been out in a minute. I forgot I had this. I said, well, I was looking for a blue tie. I said, well, I'm about to go red on blue. Yo, what's happening? Who is in the house tonight? Sherry, what's up, Sherry? What's up, James Thomas? Thank y'all for being here, man. Look, you came to the right spot. You came to the right spot. No doubt. We're going to do it tonight. Look, guys, a lot happening. A lot to conversate about. If you're new to the show, man, this is going to be a good one to tune in. If it's your first time, I think you in for something good. Because the topics. You know, I can't make the news cycle do what it do. It got to do what it do on its own. But I do have some good conversation tonight. Bring people up to speed on what they've been missing while they were at work, what's happening in the news, and kind of give you my spin on all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all we are, just some friends sitting down having a conversation. I'm just catching up with old friends since the last time I talked to you, last time we spoke, and I'm going to tell you what's been the happenings. That's it. So no airs, just good people getting together, sharing a good word. Wow. Tonight's show is brought to you by the Tim Black Legacy Mug. That's the Tim Black Mug. Politics for the people. Get yours for $20 to your door. Go to timblackmug.com. Get yours, support this channel, get something to show for it. And along with the mug, along with free shipping, you'll get a bunch of free stuff that I can put in the box. Because I'm a person, I got a lot of merch sitting around, so I got stuff I just add to the box until it reaches a pound. So that's what I do, man. I like the spirit of giving to my people, man. I want to thank you all. I want to thank the Tim Black Wolfpack. Tim Black Wolfpack of the VIPs that support this channel to keep it going, man. I want to give those people some love. Where are my VIPs list? Damn it, I need to update this list too. I ain't gonna lie. I got a couple more people I need to add to the list. VIP list. These are the people that keep the lights on. Those are my dogs. Thank you. Part of the Tim Black Wolfpack, Tim Black VIP list, and Team Black. So thank y'all for what you do. You're the best. All right? Salute. Now. Man, I got a lot of good topics up here, man. I got topics that are gonna be something. I want to make sure I'm in the right frame of mind, because I want to deliver this. Man, them Democrats are something else, ain't they? Yo, Mike Graham, them Democrats are something else, ain't they? Torn. Yo, Rono, Naheem, them Democrats are something else, aren't they? Eve, them Democrats is something else, aren't they? Man. Yeah, we're going to have to loosen up. We got to loosen up. We got to make sure we get all our, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, say. They up here complaining about Black National Anthem. You don't sit your ass down. NFL wouldn't be the NFL without black people. You better be glad we ain't singing some Prince up in that mofo. Party like it's 1999. Better be glad we ain't singing some Al Green up in that mofo. Now, not Al Green. Judge Joe Brown said not Al Green, but you better be glad we ain't singing some Teddy Pendergrass. Shoot. Talk about don't sing that Negro National Anthem. Get out. Just sit your ass down. As well as we play in the NFL, man. Shoot. All right. Don't get it twisted now. Shit. I ain't say Kendrick Lamar did a bad job. I just said stop praising him like he Malcolm X. He was getting too excited. Damn. You want to name that kid Kendrick? He said 40 acres and a mule. Spike Lee named his film agency 40 Acres and a Mule Productions. He did that 25 years ago. We ain't erect a statue because he said it, because he did it. Come on, man. Y'all just... All right. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get like that. You know, I get like that. All right. Here we go, guys. Now, look. Let's jump into the first story. Let's get going. We don't want to waste no time. We're going to be on here as long as we need to be to send the point home. The Democratic Party decided they want to start a new release, form a commission, reinstate. I don't even know what they're trying to do, but here we go. Democratic Party trying to do what they always try to do, capitalize off black skin, black suffering, black pain, to try to make themselves relevant. Here goes Representative Ayanna Pressley, Representative Summer Lee, and somebody else who I don't know, sitting up here doing their thing.
Critical inflection point in America, and the moment cannot be more urgent. With Black history under attack and white supremacy emboldened, there is no better time to introduce this bill than during Black History Month, a time when we reflect on our history, our struggle, and our collective power. And I'll say, it is also not only about Black history, but it is about Black futures. More than 4 centuries ago, Africans were kidnapped, trafficked, and enslaved, forced to build this country under horrific brutality, an economy which we still benefit from today. Rice, sugar, tobacco, cotton. And even after the Civil War, emancipation, the 13th Amendment, the legacy of slavery endured in other forms, codified in law to deny Black Americans freedom, opportunity, and dignity.
Our government, no matter who is in power, has an obligation to right these wrongs, to provide reparations for descendants of enslaved Africans, to eliminate the racial wealth gap, to uplift the Black community. White supremacy is rampant in this country. Just look at the current administration and our own legislative body. They have contributed to the social and economic harms, to racial terror Black folks have experienced in this country. Now, more than ever, we must acknowledge and repair those harms.
We can legislate justice.
Amen.
We can legislate healing. And we're certainly long overdue. And for those that would say we need to just get over it, that's interesting. When as a nation you are benefiting right now from an economy that was built on the brutalized backs and the indignities and the horrors of chattel slavery and our African ancestors.
Lord have mercy. I said, Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna die walking down no street. I ain't gonna die eating no chicken wings. When people say, Tim Black, why you hate the Democratic Party so much? Play this video. Play this one. When I'm gone, baby, play this video to remember the spirit of Tim Black and why Tim Black could not say in the Democratic Party why they were my arch enemy. Folks, Trump been in office 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3 weeks. That's it. Democrats are now talking about white supremacy in the White House. When no white supremacy when Joe Biden was in the White House? Of course there was. I mean, if there's white supremacy is a system. It reigns over The entire globe for the most part. Yeah, the entire globe. It don't matter who in office if systems are broke, just like it don't matter who in office if the government is corrupt, right? The government systems that are corrupt, which are coming to light, which we already knew they were corrupt. You just didn't know to what extent. That supersedes each president because it's baked into the government, right? Right? So this fixation on, oh, Trump's in office and, oh, scary, scary. We need to we need to talk about white supremacy. So the Democratic Party or the party of convenience, conveniently they want to talk black shit when it don't cost them nothing. When they're out of power, they can't do nothing for you anyway. It's always the person that say they want to help you move after you already moved. Oh, man, damn, man. Wait, you moved last week? Oh, man, I told you. Why you ain't call me? Why you ain't call me, bro? I would have been there. I would have been there. You know how I do. You know I would have been there if you'd have called me. All you had to do was pick up the phone and call me. I'd have been there, man. You did it by yourself? Oh, man. Man, don't tell me you did it by yourself. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be asleep tonight, man, because you did that by yourself. When you know all you had to do was call me. Oh, you told me about it? You already told me. Oh. What you tell me? Last month. I don't remember you telling me. Oh, you wrote it down, too, on the, And you text me, too? Oh, okay. Damn, man, I don't know if I got that text. Oh, it's pinned to the top of your profile on all the social media. Oh, man, you know I don't be on social like that. Folks, that's the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party think black people are stupid. That's the worst part about it, is they think that we are stupid. And they doubt our intelligence so much. And for some of us, they're right. Yeah. Some of us are stuck on stupid because they keep believing the Democratic Party. Yeah. They keep on believing that these people mean to do well by us. When all they do is manipulate black pain and suffering in order to ingratiate themselves, in order to get themselves a reason to be considered relevant. See, right now, the Democratic Party's out of power. They can't do nothing for us. And they know it. That's why they're talking about doing something for you, because they can't do nothing for you. We just had an election that they lost, right? So I don't know what they're talking about. But besides all of that, the issues that we have with reparations, the fact we were not given reparations for the acres and the mule, that's something that's been long-standing. So any point in time, the Democrats could take up this issue, will not take up the issue. And now that they're taking it up, they do nothing but serve to benefit themselves. They didn't get the memo that black people, I would love to say all of black America walked away. I would love to say all of black America has awakened to the fuckery, which is the Democratic Party, but that would be wishful thinking. What I can report to you is that more black Americans than ever have, and they will continue to do so. And this pathetic, this laughable, but also disgraceful performative gesture will not save them. It will not serve as a tourniquet for the bleeding. They're going to bleed out. Black America, a good portion of black Americans walked away, and more will continue to do so. Feigning support for black Americans and where we are and talking about racial wealth gaps at this point. It ain't going to get it. And you know what's bad about it? You can be a Democrat or you can mean well. I don't know what's in the heart of Ayanna Pressley. I don't know what's in the heart of Summer Lee. Them sisters can mean well. Don't matter. You stuck in a party that doesn't. You are part of a machine that does not mean well. Particularly when it comes to black people and particularly when it comes to reparations. Because if you had any type of, first of all, HR 40 is badly written, poorly designed, needs to be thrown out and a whole new idea put in place. I bought the foremost foremost strategists and thinkers in this field on this show. Dr. Sandy Dirty has been a long time Tim Black Show guest several times. We've been up and down and up and down and up and down this issue of reparations for formerly enslaved. I support it. But see, this type of shit right here with the Democratic Party is precisely why I'm not confined to the reparations discussion. It's why I'm also talking about economics. I'm talking about investment. I'm talking about growth. I'm talking about job performance, job opportunities. I'm talking about training academies. I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about ownership. I'm talking about small business. I'm talking about entrepreneurship. I'm talking about a number of mechanisms. Besides this, we could talk co-ops. We could talk strategy, community awareness. We could talk about community development. We could talk about enhancements and development through programs, social programs, and community doing for self as well. Some self-sustainability as well. Okay, so it's I'm into a lot of different solutions. But what I am not going to do is I'm not going to allow the Democratic Party to come through and pretend like they're going to do something. To come through and play with the emotions of Black Americans, which is their go-to. And it's disgusting the amount of people that play into it. I don't mean the average person. I'm talking about people behind the scenes. I'm talking about people that know better, that know what I'm talking about, who know how the Democratic machine gets down, and know if they were serious about this, they'd have introduced this back in 2018. Or they would have introduced this, not 2018, maybe, I don't know, 1982. I don't know. They were serious about this. They could have did this at the top of Joe Biden's administration. If they were serious about this, they weren't. There was no reason why they could have made a real reparations push if that's what they wanted to do. So this, my friends, I was watching something that I was watching a video earlier today. Was my brother, our brother, the iconic Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown was talking about something, and something caught my eye. And I think it was something to do with the Super Bowl. I said, let me hear what called him Doctor. I want to hear what Judge Joe Brown said about the Super Bowl. So the real Dana, her and Joe Brown, Judge Joe, they do a show. And it was something he said in the clip that I got to play it for you. He said this, and this is exactly why I go in so hard on the Democrats and why I will not let up on issues like this. Judge Joe Brown.
You have a story about Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm not going to tell it because he's a nice guy, but it's not him being gay or anything like that. That's got nothing to do with it. But it's his stuff, and he keeps it private, so... It's
nothing private. It was a joke. It was a funny story.
Yeah, but I'm not going to
friends with him, and anybody could get it. We talk about any and everybody.
Tell it because I respect him for what he does. He's not one of the punks out in Hollywood, but
But he's the other.
What?
But he was acting other, not gay, but
You're talking about Django and the Butler?
Yes.
He does that kind of thing every now and then, so that's on his conscience.
So can we tell the story?
No, I'm not.
You act like it's some big thing.
I'm not going to tell the story.
Now, what I want you to check out is the reason why he says he won't tell the story. And this is where it will explain my reason for playing it.
I don't count him an enemy. If he became an enemy, I'd tell the story.
You talk about people who are not your enemy.
Yeah. Became an enemy, I'm not going to tell the story. I don't count him an enemy. If he became an enemy, I'd tell the story.
You talk about people who are not your enemy.
Yeah, they're enemies because they support something I detest and despise. Negritude on the plantation.
Well, that's true.
That's it. That's it. He said, I ain't going to talk about Sam Jack. Yeah, he's a good guy. We disagree on some things. We got some differences. But he has not proven himself to be my enemy. So I'm not going to go there on that brother. Just because he's not He has not done anything where I would consider him an enemy. And when she said, what do you mean by enemy? You got people that you go after that are enemies. He said, well, you don't have to be my enemy. He said, he does not support something that I despise, such as negritude on the plantation. A lot of the Democratic operatives, the ones that I called out on this show, for instance, these are people that represent they fit the criteria of what Judge Joe Brown is saying here. They are Negroes on the plantation, negritude on the plantation, Black Americans, ninjas locked to the Democratic Party, and even worse, doing their best to usher others in, knowing that place on fire, knowing it's toe down, knowing it don't mean no good, but because it's their career, it's because it's how they get paper. It's going to keep on doing what they do. And look, I understand you got to get your paper, but you are my enemy. You are my enemy for your activity, for you on the opposite side. You are undermining where we need to go. And this is bigger than our relationship. So, back to this legislation. Back to this bill they want to introduce. Look, I'm not against anybody doing good work. But the Democrats are so far in the hole with Black America, they would need to demonstrate by doing a whole lot of lifting. They had to do a whole lot of lifting to get right. They would have to demonstrate by action what they on. Okay, they would have to demonstrate by action, by putting together their package, working through it, because see, we saw what happened in California. We saw them people, them brothers and sisters down there busting their ass, putting together that work for months and months and months and months. Just to have them sandbagged at the last minute, at the 12th hour, not even bring it up for a vote. With Gavin Newsom to throw everybody under the bus. So that's just what the Democrats do. I have no doubt they'll do the same thing here. I have no doubt. Man, look, anything for the people, the Democrats are going to be against. I remember when Joe Biden said, if we manage to get Medicare for all to the floor and passed, he vetoed it. I can see him, that's the type of Democratic Party you got. If the people want it, don't matter. It's not what the people want, it's what the party wants. And the last thing I feel the party really wants is to empower Black people. I don't think either one of these parties really want to empower Black people. Yeah, in fact, I know neither one of them wants to do that. That's not on the itinerary. So for this, I do not fall in the camp with the fools. With the fools that say things like, we don't need reparations. We just need to balance our money better. Man, I know how it is, man. You got a lot of white listeners and white followers. And that Elon Musk retweet felt good, didn't it? Didn't it feel good? You cornball. Jews didn't say that. Jews were like, we don't need no money. They was like, put it right here. Japanese wasn't like, nah, we don't need no help. We don't need no recompense. We don't need nothing. Nah, we good. They was like, put it right here. Native Americans wasn't like, nah, we good. Nah, bygones be bygones, man. We making more money than we ever made right now. Nah, Native Americans was like, give me this, give me some land, let's get some treaties. Now it takes a certain kind of brother, certain kind of melanated brother, man, certain kind of person to say that Black people who had their land stolen, had what little bit we was able to meek out, destroyed, stolen by pissed off, angry white folks. and 100 different ways. We ain't just talking about slavery. We talking about Jim Crow, Jane Crow. We talking about church bombings. We talking about literal bombings and floodings of black neighborhoods. Man, I'm not gonna waste time with those people. You know, I'm not here to make the case for reparations. The case was made by my existence. The fact that we survived this shit and we're still here. We got $1.9 trillion economy in the black community. Most of that goes right out on the bills. And our Hispanic brothers and sisters have 2.4 trillion. And I got these morons talking about what black people need to do because we just need to get our books right. I mean, people that can barely speak the language got better books, so they just get hired more often. See, you goofies. You cannot live your life for likes from people who don't want to see you succeed. They're not clapping because you're right. They're clapping because you're their little puppy dog. So look, guys, and let's be real, guys. Let's be real. The Democratic Party, if they wanted to do anything for Black America, they would already did it when they had the power to do so. It is Johnny come lately. It is very convenient to now stick your chest out and talk tough and talk all this reparations talk. Talk about what you try and do now. It ain't nothing but a mechanism to try to paint Trump as a bigger racist than they've been already painting him to be. So, nah, we ain't gonna be party to this. You go ahead and do what you're gonna do. Go on over there, Representative Presley, Representative Lee. Y'all go ahead and get to work. Yeah, it was funny. Summer Lee, that's funny. Lot of white supremacists will look at this and look at that. There was nothing to look at under Biden. You were in Congress. You've been in Congress long enough to see Biden be the steward of just the same shit as Trump. He had policies that sucked. He's a part of a government system that's hurting Black Americans too. Why would you not say that with your chest then? Why come you couldn't speak tough then? Why the toughness waits? You wait 3 weeks. You could have went, you had 4 years. And you wait 3 weeks after the 4 years to start talking with your chest about America with the old Black people. And if y'all wasn't so phony, if it wasn't so sad, y'all be funny. You don't think we see through this shit? I mean, really, it's like, you ever get that feeling, y'all? If somebody ever disrespect you, like, try to pull something on you, must be like, what? You know what the what? You thought I was gonna go for that? Who are you fooling with this? Who are you even talking to right now? All right. Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my guest will be Naeem. Naeem is of an organization that's focused on real reparations. He ain't start last week. He ain't start Trump in office. They've been working on this a long time. Him and his team have a plan. They're working locally in Massachusetts. He's going to come update us on the strides they've made and what the game plan is. That's a serious conversation, not this. The Democrats, by definition, are unserious when it comes to Black upliftment, Black advancement. Black tap dancing, Black window dressing, using Black people, pretending they care about Black people, yeah, they good at that. Putting a couple Black faces in high places, long as they don't try to pull no aces from other Black faces, they good at that. But an actual commitment, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Now, to the young people out there, man, do not become discouraged. do not become discouraged. That might seem like a real downer to young people, man. Young person hears this like, oh man, the Democrats, they trying to fight for us. No, they not. They're not, bro. They're not. I'm not shitting on an opportunity. Trojan horse. I love you. I love us. It's Trojan horse. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's give it up for that. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown and the Real Dana, the Dana Network over there, enjoying doing what they do. Go see them on YouTube. Go subscribe. Always shout out people's content that you use. All right. Let's go to this, man. Look now. Elon Musk. Man, they can't say this guy, man. They are really at his neck for a lot of reasons, right? And it's weird the way they fixated on Elon. I think the reason why they're so fixated on Elon is because Trump's favorability ratings are so high. They can't go after Trump, so they got to go after Elon. Yeah, they gotta put their focus on Elon. Eliminate Elon. Eliminate Elon. They losing their mind because Trump is impenetrable. So now they're going after Elon like that'll do something for. Now, Trump had a press conference, a White House press conference with Trump and Elon where they talked about Doge and the advancements and also some findings. Let's get into a little bit about the backlash, the updates about the Doge and where we are now, which is everywhere. How's it going, Doge? Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. My bad. Hit the like button before we go into this segment, y'all. We where we at? Here we go. Hit the like button. I go with 400 likes. My bad. Let's go. Doge.
It's 23 days in here, guys. 23 days. You're talking about 2.3 billion that was saved last year. These guys are saving 2.3 billion a day.
Right, but
it's incredible.
That's what they're saying. But where's the proof?
You're waiting. You're not going to be satisfied till he shows up with 10,000 pages.
But we're talking about 10,000 pages.
Yeah.
He's giving very specific things,
yes, he's giving
but he's not actually giving any evidence of that.
It's all going to come because what they also said was, if we have to go to Congress, we'll go to Congress.
Right, but
we'll show where it is.
Some of the details that have come out, like the $59 million spent on luxury hotels, it's actually not.
You're talking about the FEMA money that was abused for migrants.
Yeah.
FEMA money for migrants, that's okay now?
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. Don't put words in my mouth.
So would you stop that? Would you stop that process?
Don't be a dick. The portrayal. What I'm saying is the portrayal by him is just not factually accurate. He's talking about luxury hotels. I'm not as big. Look, I was in Hurricane
Katrina. Until he sends you a
I
personal
saw what
text,
FEMA
you're
does.
Not believe it. I get it.
I think the issue too is these are congressionally appropriated funds. I want to hear.
Hold tight. Look. Doge is exposing these people and exposing the system, exposing the corruption that's embedded in our government. And if you don't want the government to be exposed to the corruption that's in it, because remember, it's an agency. It's not a Democrat or Republican agency. It's just an agency. It's just if you was exposing Walmart for corruption, right? It's an entity. It's of itself. Why would a Democrat or Republican be upset with that? Let's say we all, now I know that's different because we don't own Walmart, but we shop there. And if somebody was doing a whistleblower and they were exposing the corruption within Walmart, why would a Democrat be upset that a Republican say, let's expose Walmart? Now, with the government, it's different because, like, for instance, the Pentagon, that's our money. That ain't a private organization with its own money. Why would the Democrats be upset? So this is a stinker for the Democratic Party to even fight this battle. They are taking on water every day on this issue. This is a non-win for them. They can't win with this, man. They look like thieves. They look like part of the problem. Why you don't want me to look in your room? Why I can't look in your locker? Why I can't look in the car? It's not even yours. Democrats don't own the Department of Education. Democrats don't own the Treasury. Democrats do not own the Pentagon or any of the other organizations or agencies or government agencies. Democrats do not own the U.S. aid agency. So why they got such a problem with it being audited? Unless, now let's talk about Anderson Cooper real quick. Anderson Cooper just called this guy a penis. Colorful language, particularly from a gay man. But you know what I'm saying? They're kind of weird. But he got kind of in his feelings about the FEMA thing. Look, guy, look, Anderson Cooper and friends of Anderson Cooper and these people that support Anderson Cooper, who I don't know. He's like the flagship guy. He's like their franchise player for the CNN. Nobody gives a shit if the hotel was high-priced, mid-level, or if it was a hole in the wall. If you spent $59 million of FEMA money to house migrants right after we saw what happened in California, what happened in the Carolinas, Tennessee, with the floods, all of that damage, what happened in Florida, natural disasters of American citizens. We ain't got the money. We ain't got the money. But then you come up with $59 million to put. That's a problem. See, that's how out of touch Anderson Cooper thinks we are. Well, that's how out of touch he is. His talking points don't make sense. He's delusional. Nobody give a shit if it was the most expensive hotel ever. They thought it was most expensive. You know why they thought so? Because the rate they were paying. The hotel doubled the cost of the room. And the government paid it. So it looked like it was high-price hotel because they were double charging it. They have since reimbursed, gave the money back, by the way. That's what I heard. But I'm going to confirm that. I kind of skimmed that before the show. So that's one of the reasons why they were overpaying for it. So it looked like it was more, like it was a swanky place. But let's keep going. We got more content on this. Doge is not a new concept, by the way. Let's keep going.
Why? But do you think that calling Elon Musk a dick is effective messaging for confronting what is a potentially irreversible transformation of the U.S. government?
Well, he is a dick. And I think that he's also harming the American public in an enormous way. And what I think is really important.
You look like, you look like one, don't you? Kind of. He got Jasmine Crockett painted on eyebrows. What's either that or hanging out with Charlemagne the God, or is that Jasmine Crockett eyebrows? What's up? What's going on, man? It's crazy.
And what the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight for democracy, for the future of this country, and it's important to push back on the chairperson of this committee. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene talks about having decorum, about bipartisanship. This is the person that lies more than...
You know, Americans, like, no, Americans don't want you to fight. Americans want you to get shit done for Americans. That's what Americans want you to do. Nobody wants you to do a bar fight, you goofy. This is why Democrats suck. Well, one reason why they suck. There's lots of reasons. I'm sorry. There's so many. We count the ways. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Americans don't want you to be fighting with the Republicans. They want you to go get things done. You arguing over shit you can't control because you out of power and name calling Elon Musk. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny that you think that makes you cool or that means something. Nah, see, meaning something would mean winning. Losers can talk all the crap they want. But if you want to be serious and wanted to like prove a point with your constituents, what you want to do is focus on what's important to them. And this is not what's important to them. It may be what's most important to that 30%, 20% of your base who thinks this is the primary objective, which is to make news about opposing Elon. But most Americans don't give a shit about that.
Anybody else in the entire Congress. And so if she is going to make a mockery of hearings, I want to make sure that us as Democrats are bringing that same level of energy. And of course, after those comments, we went into exactly what Elon Musk is trying to do, dismantling the Department of Labor, dismantling the Department of Education, dismantling all of our consumer protection agencies. And so it's all important, but it's also important to get the attention of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is, and to make people know that
that's what he is a call him out for what he is. You know what? Elon's not doing anything Trump's not giving him the authority to do. Why do you keep focusing on Elon? Why all the focus on Elon when Elon wasn't elected? No, see, what he's doing is Trump's bidding. Trump's like, go, do this. He's like, I got this. They're like, anybody else that works with Trump, he's doing a job. If he didn't do what Trump wanted him to do, he wouldn't be there. So he's doing what Trump asked him to do. Why do you keep bringing up Elon? It's weird. He's not operating unilaterally. He's operating within the confines of the President of the United States, who won overwhelmingly to put forth an agenda to put y'all fools in check. Now, I know we got some people that think that we should keep things the way they are, even though the way things are, they suck. I know it's people like that. I know that. They lost, though. And the people that are like that, who didn't lose, well, you're going to have to be along for the ride, see what happens. This is what happens when some people get in office. They have different ideas. This is a different idea. Complaining and crying in your cereal, crying in your cornflakes ain't going to change it. And calling Elon Musk a guy working for another guy, not taking a salary. I'm sure you're taking yours, Garcia. It's not the way to get it done. It looks pathetic. I know it's performative. All Democrats do is perform and pretend like they're doing something. Now, the time to do something was last year when you were still in office, when you could have cleaned up the government, when you could have made news by exposing the bloat. But you didn't. You sat back and complained about Trump running.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a serious legislator, and she shouldn't be treated as such.
If you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste...
Hey, but she is an elected legislature. She's elected. I don't think Jasmine Crockett's serious. I think she's auditioning for a Tyler Perry movie, okay? But they elected her all the way from Missouri, transplant to Texas, with some big pockets of some Jewish organization that bankrolled her. Some billionaire, which was it? Sam Bankman-Fried, that's it. Yeah. That guy, the crypto stealer, the thief, that's who campaigned and paid for her campaign. Do I think she's a serious person? No. She's very unserious. She's a plant and an op. And she fools black people by talking like this. Anyway, I think I'm tired of it. She's shenanigans up that joint. And people are fooled by it. but it won't last. Because all the yipping and the yapping will not make anything happen for black people. And at the end of the day, black people want stuff to happen for them.
Of the American public and call Elon Musk out for what he is.
Where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would.
As such.
If you are trying to conduct audits and figure out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is, I don't know why you would go to some tech guy
to look at the files. Tech guy. No, business owner. Hold up a second. Business owner that knows how to downsize a business. That Trump trust. You ain't gotta like it, sister. But if Biden would have won, he could have done it. He wouldn't have done it, you know that. If Kamala would have won, she could have did it. But woulda, coulda, shoulda is yeah. So that didn't happen. Yeah, so what we have now, we have a precarious situation where Donald Trump gets to pick who he wants. He picked Elon. It ain't just Elon, they got people with him. They are going through files. They're looking at systems and how they work it, the breakdown of the systems and what's wrong. I know you don't give a shit, really, Miss Crockett.
In fact, it was only techies that were sitting there at inauguration. We didn't have auditors. I would welcome auditors to come in and.
Why? Because you're going to buy them off? No! Nah, not Price Waterhouse. No. You would welcome them. Oh, so now you're just upset about who gets to do it? No. See, when your party does it, then your party gets to choose. When your party wins and then initiates the action, then you get to choose who does it. Nah. You don't get to be out of power. Miss Kamala Harris surrogate. You don't get to be out of power trying to call shots. Nah. People that ain't playing, when the other team got the ball, you either playing defense or you sitting your ass on the bench looking. Well, I wouldn't have done that play like that. I would have done something different. You ain't in the game. You ain't in the game. If you ain't in the game, you ain't black.
Do forensic audits. In fact, he sat there in the Oval Office yesterday and he admitted that he was lying and he was using his propaganda machine to do it when he said that we sent millions of dollars to Gaza for condoms. That was a lie. So let me tell you something.
Hey, it wasn't a lie, Goofy. Let me tell you something. Hey, look, guys. When they saw Gaza M, they thought they meant Gaza, Middle East. But it was Gaza and Mozambique. But guess what? Still, $50 million for condoms is a lot of money. Most Americans, most people with common sense be like, yeah, that's a lot of money. That Jasmine Crockett, she like, he lied about how much. No, he didn't lie about how much we spent. He lied about which place the condoms was for. You know who you know what I approve of? America buying condoms to Americans. I mean, this is American money. I mean, if you can't take care of home, you gotta take care of home first. Sister, first, we take care of home. We buy condoms for Americans? Just wonder, because I don't think we do. When we do that first, see, that's reasonable. You know, another thing I found out, guys, that's dirty as hell. This is just a conversation. Look, it's just a conversation. Look, guys. You know, I was reading where Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, he said the USAID agency when he stopped them from, when he shut them down, suspended operations, he said, y'all can continue the humanitarian efforts, feeding people and stuff. You can continue the humanitarian efforts. All that other shit is what you got to stop for right now. And they stopped everything because they wanted to stick it to Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Did you know that? I didn't know that until today. I didn't know that he gave a waiver, that he waived the humanitarian effort that the USAID office was doing and just put a suspension on all other activities. So they could continue providing food for people and health and medicines. But they chose not to. And that's something. Doesn't that say something? Like if they really wanted to help people, they wouldn't be upset because they get to still do that part. The most important part that I would think a USA aid agency will be doing. Isn't that weird?
The gentlelady's time has expired. The gentlelady's time has expired.
Rein in this rogue actor known
The gentlelady's time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Burleson.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
We'll fight against Joe.
Yeah, the Democrats, and look, the reality is the Democratic Party is in a lot of trouble. And what's happening with DOGE is an exposing of the agencies. It's exposing how bad the agencies have gone and what they've been doing. I mean, we're not even gotten into just how bad things were. Look. The number, when we go down the list of all the expenditures, all the money that was doled out, these weird choices, spending choices, it just baffles the mind, Johnson. We're going to talk a little bit more about it later, but right now, what the Democrats need is they need a lobotomy. They need a lobotomy. They need a serious course correction. Because where they at, they in the woods. The road here, they off-road. They off-road without off-road tires. Suspension can't take the rocks, and they're riding. Nobody got on seatbelts. People falling out the car. Some more of them going to fall out the car. That's what's going to happen, and they're going to lose their seats. It looks bad because the Americans are not here for that. So besides the lobotomy, a course correction, and some act right. They need some act right. Some act right. That's reality. Reality is the act right. They also need voice lessons. This clip right here is just sad, Johnson. I don't know what they was thinking.
The gentleman from Missouri, Mr. Burleson.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
We'll fight against Doge. We'll fight Elon Musk. No Elon scab within our walls. We'll fight from dawn to dusk. Oh, which side are you on? 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 Trump's coming for our unions. He wants us all to fail. He wants us to bow to him, but we want him in jail. Oh, which side are you on?
Yeah, which side are you on, America? The side that can hold a note. The side of people that aren't nutty. The side is not so goofy and misreasonable that lives in the real world. Live in the real world with us. Democrats on another planet, man. They're not here. They're not participants in their own existence in the real world. They're somewhere else. Hey, look, man. It's beyond sad at this point. Yeah, I don't want to make you listen to more of that. Let's see. I think they're about to wrap it up.
Which side are you on?
I'm considering exemption. Talk about widespread fraud and abuse.
Oh yeah, tremendous fraud. There's tremendous fraud, and it's hard to believe that you can have that kind of fraud. You're talking about are you talking about what? Wait. Which are you talking? You're talking about with regard to all of the investigations that are going on about this stupidity. What we're going to do is tomorrow I'm having a news conference. I'm going to read to you some of the names that hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars have been given to. And if you tell me that we should be giving money to those things, those entities, I think you'll probably have to leave as a reporter because you're not very talented. When you look at the kind of money, billions and billions of dollars being thrown away illegally, and there's no chance. I mean, I say it in front of our Attorney General, there's no chance that there's not kickbacks or something going on. When you give millions and millions of dollars to somebody that stands to look at something for 15 minutes and walks away with millions of dollars, that money's coming back in some form. And that's only one form of corruption. The biggest thing is what they do to our country. They're taking massive amounts of money and spending it on items. I went through a list of 200 expenditures that were made, and I found 3 that looked like they were reasonable. Okay, 3. And we'll be talking about that tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff. And I want to commend Elon because he's done a fantastic. He doesn't need this. You know, he's abused by you people every day. He's found more things than anybody could find. I think he's got the credibility to do it. I know he does. And it's his group of people. You know, they started off with 12. I call them 12 geniuses. They started off with 12, and they went to 20 and 25, and now they're up to almost 100. People are joining to help them because there's a massive fraud that's taken place.
Parents. I think it's important to point that out, too, because a lot of times when I hear them talking on CNN, they talk like it's just Musk by himself going through documents, like he's somehow going through their personal underwear drawer or something. When really what it is it's Musk and company, Musk and people that are doing this, Musk and a team of people. And you heard Trump there elaborate and say about 100 people at this point. So yeah, so when they say it, when they're talking on MSNBC about this, they're not being very honest, are they? These people, for some reason, are concerned. They think Elon Musk is going to steal their money. Yeah, they think Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, needs to come steal their Social Security money. That's not true. It's stupid. That's batty. Where would he run? Where would he get to? He literally is like under a microscope. Everyone's watching him. Everyone sees him. What is he doing? The cameras are everywhere. The media is everywhere on top of his ass. No. What was being done that was not transparent was what was being done all this time. It's not the guy that everyone knows is in there with people looking at stuff that's a threat. It's the people that for years. One of the stories I think Trump's going to talk about tomorrow, if he didn't do it today, I don't know if it's tomorrow or today, but there were companies that had contracts. One company had like a 3 or 4 month contract. The contract ended. But guess what happens? They kept getting paid. They've been getting paid for the last 10, 20 years on a contract that ended. That was only supposed to last 3 months. Now, you didn't think, do you really believe no one knows they're still getting money? You keep seeing that happen where contracts are paying, not individuals. We're not talking about individual Americans getting money. We're talking about companies, NGOs, non-government organizations, getting money every month. Our money, not money out the sky. And they're getting it, it's illegal. And what we're coming to as a reasonable person, remember, Trump's a business guy who's been like doing business in, like casinos and shit. Damn. Trump Trump has a background working with some, shady characters. I mean, hell, Trump is shady. Yeah, Trump doing business in the 80s and the 90s, excuse me, in New York. Come on, man, real estate? He had to own a casino in Vegas. So when you tell him the scenario of money going out that shouldn't go out, no big contracts, no show contracts, kickbacks. They're also exposing people that are getting money who went in making 100 grand, 200 grand, and net worth being, modest, half a mil, suddenly having have a net worth of 15 mil in the inside of like 4 years. And they only make a couple $100,000 a year. How'd that happen? See, I want people to understand what we're about to discover is huge. And see, what they're trying to do is they're trying to demonize Trump, demonize Elon to make you not care. So it'll sour you to not wanting to know the truth. They want you to believe that this is made up, that it's not real. Elon said he'd go in front of Congress. He testified to what they found. He'll show everything. Why would somebody lie but tell you they're going to show you the evidence, but lie? Knowing at some point, I mean, he can't just say it and go away. Trump's in office. It's not a gig. He's getting paid and walks away and leaves a report and he leaves the country. Talking about Elon Musk. This is something he ain't going to be able to say, I found out this information, see it. No, he's got to testify. He's got to show the documents when that happens. We start finding out who were the characters that were getting the money. We start doing the investigation. We start doing the forensics. We start pulling the banks. What happens when they pull the banks and they find out, okay, this organization founded by this person that's related to Nancy Pelosi, hypothetically. Related to, I don't know, Biden, hypothetically. Related to or friends with the Obamas, hypothetically. Receive this amount of money in their account. And then we see it, then we get subpoenas for their bank records. And we see them transferring money to somewhere else. See, that's what they do. That's how you uncover like RICO shit, right? Like people working in cahoots. I don't know if that's the correct term for this, but I think we're going to see something organized. We're going to see some type of racketeering. Is that it? Racketeering? Yeah. Folks, this is going to get deep. Musk he's on the spectrum. Everyone knows this. This is another thing. I'm tired of people like, look, Musk, hey, not my friend, not my favorite person. Obviously on the spectrum, right? And, I'm still on the fence about the whole Hitler thing, the salute. But that don't got nothing to do with this. Yeah, don't let that cloud your judgment. Since when did black people start looking at white folks in positions of authority or with power and start worrying, talking about do they like black people if they're this way or that way? Man, you work for somebody right now, you don't know if they like your ass. You don't know if they got Hitler pictures on the wall. You don't know them people. Now, I'm talking about the job they're doing. Look, we need to stop focusing on stupid shit, like what music people listen to, what salad fork they use, what they think about. I don't care. Look, I need to know, are you going to cut the check? Are you cutting checks on time? Where's our money? What's in it for us? That's what we need to know. I don't need to know who you're dating. I don't need to know how you spend your time. I don't care your orientation. I don't care about none of that. We don't have time as a people. We don't have time to be fixated on such trivial bullshit. See, the Democrats, they got a lot of, they don't understand. They have also They got black people that vote for them. Not all of them are stuck on the plantation mentality where they are so co-opted that they're going to be all, that they aren't going to be able to think reasonably about this. Reasonable thinkers would be like, what'd you do with our money? Why were you funding all these countries? With all this, why are you funding all these organizations? Not just the countries, Johnson, all the organizations they give them money to, who are related to or connected to politicians. So when we start asking these questions, how these politicians, haven't you always wanted to know how these politicians got so rich on $170,000 a year? How do you become a 20 millionaire? Huh? From a salary of 200,000, that's a good salary, but you do the math. How you end up with millions of dollars in the bank 4 years later, 5 years later? You picked the wrong psychopath. You picked the guy, right? You got Trump in office, and he picked the guy that doesn't need your money, doesn't need to kiss your ass, doesn't need to be your friend, doesn't care what you write about him, huh? Who would change his handle, who owns his own social media platform where he can have people say nice things about him all day if he wants. He doesn't care what you write. See, the Democrats are bullies. They bully most people, man. They get people scared, quaking in their socks, quaking in their shoes, peeing on themselves with worry, up at night, restless sleeping, because they're afraid what's going to happen to them because they disagree and went against the directives of Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris. Yeah, some people, like Elon Musk is not one of those people. Trump's not one of those people. So these executive orders, workforce reductions, transparency claims, allegations of waste, conflicts of interest, legal and judicial challenges, public perception, criticism. I believe at the end of the day, more Americans are going to be like, yeah, I don't know if I like Elon. That's beside the point. What'd you find, Elon? Democrats aren't going to be able to use he's a bad guy, so don't listen to him. Now, I think at the end of the day, what's going to win the day is we talking about our money, not yours. Why'd our money go to these organizations? I want to know how much money Neera Tanden, remember her? I want to know how much money did she get out of USAID? She's got a think tank here in DC. I want to know how much money she got. I'd like to know how much money Michelle Obama's organization got. I'd like to know, I already know about Chelsea Manning got like $30 million. To do what? Well, why was she awarded $30 million? What's she doing? See, we're going to want to know these things. Man, I'm telling you, man, I feel like Bill Duke, man. In fact, Bill Duke, I'm going to have to put that clip in here. Right here. When you see this video, when I put a separate segment out, I'm going to have Bill Duke in Minister Society. You done fucked up. Oh, you know you done fucked up, right? Yeah. That's what we're gonna put right now because the Democratic Party don't realize that they don't realize it. But I think they do. I think it's settling in. You didn't get him. You didn't get him. You took 2 shots, and all you did was piss him off. And now Trump is running at you with razor blades and lemon juice. And he brought friends. All right, guys. Hit the like button. Look, man, if you're enjoying the Tim Black Show at this point, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Join us. Become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. We about to talk about Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. This is gonna be fun. My people in the house, who's here? Can I get some likes, guys? We want to get to at least 400 likes tonight. I know we can do it. I have faith in us. I trust you guys. I trust the guys, ladies and gentlemen. I trust you. Let's talk about Tulsi Gabbard getting confirmed today. How about that? Can we talk about that? Yeah. Hit the like button for us, guys. And share this. If you're on X. What's up, X people? Yo, remember, be here Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a special reparations show with Naheem. All right. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. X and Facebook. Share this out. Can I get some retweets or something? All right. Let's go to Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, so Tulsi Gabbard has been confirmed. That's right. I got any notes on her? All I got is this. X, gonna give it to you. Ex-Democrat Tulsi Gabbard has been confirmed as the Director of National Intelligence. And the Democrats are very much unhappy. But let's reflect for a second. Let's watch a couple of clips about her successful confirmation.
Breaking news now. We have been monitoring while that hearing was going on DOGE. We will get right back to it. But for now, Tulsi Gabbard has enough votes to become the next Director of National Intelligence. This would be the 14th member confirmed of Trump's choices for the cabinet. 6 more to go. I understand.
I, Tulsi Gabbard, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta take this in for a minute. That's something else. That's all I'm saying. That is amazing. That's amazing. Eat your heart out. Eat your heart out. Joy Behar. Eat your heart out. God.
The same.
That I take this obligation freely.
I take this obligation freely.
Under Biden, the FBI abused its power for political reasons to try to surveil Catholics who attend traditional Latin Mass, labeling them as quote-unquote radical traditionalist Catholics. Personally, just 24 hours after I criticized Kamala Harris and her nomination, I was placed on a secret domestic terror watch list called Quiet Skies. Sadly, there are more examples. The bottom line is this must end. President Trump's re-election is a clear mandate from the American people to break this cycle of failure, end the weaponization and politicization of the intelligence community, and begin to restore trust in those who've been charged with the critical task of securing our nation. If confirmed as DNI, I will do my very best to fulfill this mandate and bring leadership to the intelligence community with a laser-like focus on our essential mission, ensuring the safety, security, and freedom of the American people.
Yeah, I wanted to end it with this by taking a look at here, this tweet by Bernie Sanders back in 2019, back when Tulsi Gabbard was a Democrat who was on way to become the DNC chair, and she rejected that position. Yeah, she turned her back on Hillary Clinton wing of the Democratic Party and decided she'd rather go with Bernie Sanders. Here she is pictured with Bernie Sanders. And Bernie Sanders then, back in 2019, he defended Tulsi Gabbard against attacks that she was a Russian operative, which was the smear of the day. Everybody was Russian. You're a Russian, you're a Russian, you're a Russian, you're a Russian. Everybody was Russian. All because Hillary lost. Tulsi Gabbard's put her life on the line to defend the country. People can disagree on issues, but it is outrageous for anyone to suggest that Tulsi is a foreign asset. She was an active veteran and a former member of Congress. Was she still a member of Congress at the time? I don't even know. Wasn't vetted enough for them, I guess. No evidence was ever presented. No evidence was ever presented to verify their claims that she was a foreign asset. Sure, people said stuff. Everybody said stuff. They impugn this woman's character with this bullshit. Look, I had my issues with Tulsi Gabbard. I've been well documented as such. I feel like she used Bernie. Bernie used her too. But I didn't know Bernie was using her at the time. I felt she was using Bernie. He stabbed her in the back later. She stabbed him in 2019. He stabbed her later. You know, when everybody dropped out and hung Bernie out to dry. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe Bernie wanted it that way. I really don't know. I don't know what to think about Bernie Sanders anymore. Doesn't matter. It's the water under the bridge. Thing is, she was for certain policies, just like Kamala was, and then she moved away from them. And that had me upset with her. I was like, I can't believe this. Why is she changing? Then now that I look back and I say, well, you know what? Maybe she never really was on board with the whole progressive thing. I know I end up not being. I can understand that. Some things she felt conservative about, some things she felt progressive about, some things she felt in the middle about it. I don't know. People's opinions change. Maybe putting her on a fly list or a no-fly list, a dark list or whatever she called it, I forget the name, and smearing her relentlessly, putting her reputation in a grinder when she's been on a fucking battlefield, when she's been in hostile conditions serving our country, while your fat ass was sitting in D.C., hugging a chair, hugging with your hips in a steel chair, minding, eating bonbons or whatever, eating Chick-fil-A. She was in Panera Bread. She was on maneuvers. So, maybe that has something to do with how she ends up feeling. I did always have a feeling maybe she'd go with the Republicans. I bet she gonna go Republican. God, do it. Did she ever really go Republican? I don't know if she is or not. Just because she's working in that administration doesn't mean she's a Republican. But you know what it is, guys? It's disheartening what Bernie did. Bernie, you said, she's not a Russian asset. You say that. But then when it was time to vote for her, you didn't vote for her. Republicans don't need Democrats to vote for them to get confirmed. They don't need them. But it does say something when you vote against somebody who supported your campaign, was a surrogate for you, who you defended in 2019. Has she become an operative since then? But you voted for Marco Rubio's confirmation. Which leads me to believe the Democratic Party are a bunch of bullies. Yeah, I know it's easy to say Bernie's just a piece of garbage. And he could be. He could be. Spineless. What's the term? Feckless. Flaccid. Flimsy. Coward. But maybe there's some truth there. But maybe also there's some truth that the Democratic Party squeezes the life out of you. Then it threatens you and it pokes you and it says, we'll kill you. I'll literally kill you. I'll take everything you have, strip you, leave you to die in the wilderness. I'll take your position, your means of living, of feeding yourself. If that don't work, I'll go after your family. We'll plant stories. We'll fabricate. We'll use every resource. Leave no stone unturned to ruin your life. Maybe that's how the Democrats roll. Maybe it's not just Bernie. Maybe it's the system. Doesn't mean he gets a pass. I believe this system is that corrupt. I believe that's what happens. If you don't do the bidding of the machine will churn you out. It will eat you up. It will grind you into a fine powder. It scatter your ashes in what used to be a career. Yeah, man, Tulsi Gabbard got confirmed today, and I can't believe, man, I'm wondering how other people feel. But there was nowhere for them to go. I know there's others that can't stand the Democratic Party. They can't really. Not what it is. Maybe what it was when they first got in it was different on a local level. They can't truly. But they got nowhere to go. Tulsi could go with Trump. Can we? Can black politicians go with Trump? I mean, really? Let's not be foolish and think everything's the same for everybody. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know how welcoming Republicans would be. They say they're welcoming, but I don't know. But she had a place to go and she took it. Now I wonder what happens now. What would Tulsi Gabbard do? She's in power. She's in a powerful position, man. Over the alphabets. Over intelligence. You stick it to someone thinking they never get big. You know, like a bully that bullies you in the schoolyard when you're little, picks on you, takes your lunch money, smacks you upside the head, gives you wet willies, pulls your pants up. What's that thing? Gives you a wedgie. Yeah, push your drawers up over your head, puts it over your head. Spitballs. Frogs in your arm. And you just sit there going, man, I wish I was big. You're like Joe Pesci. I wish I was big just once. I wish I was just big, just one time, just once. What happens when the rabbit get the gun? Uh-oh, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Well, Tulsi Gabbard's got the gun. Tulsi Gabbard now has the gun now. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? See, that's why they really freaking out. John Cusack. That was John Cusack, the actor. John, I hope you don't mind. We used to talk on Twitter and DMs. John used to tell me about Tulsi Gabbard. Tell me she's bad, man. She's bad news. Hey, man, I don't know much about Modi. I don't rock with no nationalists. You know, Hindu nationalists. I stay local. And, I stay in like American politics. You know what I'm saying? But you know I'm talking about Cusack. I know. But you gotta admire it. You know, whatever you say about Tulsi Gabbard and her politics, Democrats in general have bad politics. Not the foreign policy of many of the people that are in office. I mean, Biden's foreign policy was ass. Obama's foreign policy was ass. I didn't hear a lot of y'all complaining. I didn't hear a lot of Democrats, even ones that say they're progressive, I didn't hear them complain that much about Biden's shit. Now when they said they had to make a choice between Trump and Biden, they went on with Biden twice. But they had so much to say about Tulsi. It just seemed contradictory. Like if you're going to say this person's foreign policy is garbage, but you support a policy that's foreign, but you support garbage foreign policy from another candidate with a D in front of their name, it just seems like a bunch of bullshit. Hey, I could be getting some things wrong. Maybe I'm mixing some of this stuff up. But what's going to happen now? She got big. She's coming back to school, meaning D.C. She's coming back to D.C. And she's going to see you in the hallway. And she got people. I don't know. I can't find a fuck to give if she gets you back. You know, I can't find any sympathy for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't disagree with her paying you back. That's all I'm saying. Same thing I feel about Trump. A lot of y'all were complaining Trump's going to want revenge. Well, you went through his wife's underwear drawer for nothing. Disrespectful. You've been in his ass for 10 years. And then you're upset you think he's going to get back at you? Why would he do that? Nah, it's a you know what you would do if you were him, is what it is. You know what you would do if you were him. And some of you know what you would do if you were her. I know if I'm the ladies on The View that was giving Tulsi that shit, giving her. Yeah, I never really did anything to Tulsi, so I think I'm okay. I never, except disagree with her on a couple things, but I never really made her, target. There's nothing I can do. I'm just a guy with a little YouTube channel, but I tell you, hope we cool. Kind of now wish I could go back in time and take those tickets to go to the debate. But yeah, I have no delusions. I am who I am, and I would never fit into any of that structure. But I can tell you this. I feel good seeing this. Because see, I don't trust any politicians. Not a one. I grew up. And I don't even trust the people that do trust politicians. Either they didn't grow up or they on the take. Either they don't know shit or they on the take. One or the other. Not our system. Not a system that's running off money where the corporations and the lobbies run the politicians. Even though if you're talking to them, if you're talking to their donors, you don't know who you're even negotiating with. It's like being around a bunch of Hollywood people telling you they're going to call you. They don't even have your number. How could they? It doesn't dawn on you until you're going home like, hey, I didn't give them my number. How good? You're not even a friend on their DMs. You can't even DM them. So anyway, Tulsi Gabbard, she got confirmed today, and I'm not upset about it. People said, oh, God. I said, look at her. I said, look at Tulsi Gabbard. Democrats lose again. Someone said, Tim Black, no, we lose. What you mean we, mofo? See, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on Black America getting something for their vote. Black America moving from off the bottom. Tulsi Gabbard doesn't hurt that. She didn't have any real focus on Black people, which is another thing I had a problem with, because I am focused on Black America. And being a sponsor on that shitty HR 40 version that she sponsored didn't mean anything. That's easy. Everybody, I'm a sponsor. I put my name on that. Like Kamala, I put my name on that. And then proceed to move away from it when time comes. So who cares? But yeah, you say I should be upset about this and the whole world is doomed. And I say, walk it off. Tulsi Gabbard being in office don't change shit for us. And it couldn't get any worse. And you know what? I feel the same way I feel about all the shit Trump's doing. I want to see what happens. Because I didn't much like the way things were. Unlike some of you guys, I thought our government was run very ineffectively. And at least the way it was running, Black people sitting on the bottom. Black kids, only 11% of Black children are doing math on the correct level, compared to 75% of white children. And I'm saying, you want me to be concerned about what? Because this person got a job in an administration doing what? What? What are you talking about? We got problems. Let me put it to you this way. If you sit at home, unless you work for the federal government, that's different. And you just found out you don't have a job anymore, that's different. I understand. But if that's not the case, if you can sit at home and be crying in your wine because there are being changes made to our government, and that's the only problem you got, that you can sit up at night worried about that, you are lucky. Consider yourself fortunate. Consider yourself blessed. Because some of us have real problems. All right, guys. Congratulations. I mean, what the hell? I like to see comeuppance to people that deserve it. And I think if you're going to call somebody a foreign asset, you should have to prove that shit. In fact, they should all be in jail. And I want to see what happens with Letitia James and the whole crew in New York. I want to see what Mayor Eric Adams has to say. I want to hear what Blagojevich, I didn't even cover him yet. Remember that guy from Chicago that they set up? They word on the street is they marry and buried his ass. Yeah, they married and buried his ass. They set his ass up. Yeah, I want to hear what he has to say, what Blago has to say. Yeah. Let's see what I want to, I'm interested because I'm not married to either party. I want the outcomes to be better for us, the people. So shake it up. Shake it up, shake it, shake it up, shake it. Roll them in the circle of homies and watch me shake them with the 7. 7-11. 7-11. All right, guys, let's go to comment section. Don't lose sleep. Today was a good day. Ish. Who's in the house? We got Black Mom in the house supporting the show. She says, support the Tim Black Show. Get a mug at the timblackmug.com. This show is brought to you by the Tim Black Mug. Dishwasher safe. Microwave safe. And hater safe. Megs came through being her gracious, generous self. Thank you, Megs. Crystal France Gatlin. Thank you, Chris. Willie Bragg, the money's here, but our politicians today will give it to Ukraine and Israel. I hate Blue MAGA and MAGA. They are all against us. Thank you, Willie Bragg. Trust no party. Norma J, $15 million for condoms to the Taliban? Well, you know, they say it was for Mozambique. right? 1.5 to promote job opportunities for LGBT people via USAID. The list goes on. Shame for the black folks out that are okay with this. A great example of cognitive dissonance. Yeah, you know, it's like, Norma J, you're right, I got no defense. It's delusion. It's also, they're not being told, Norma J. They don't believe it. See, they think all of this is is Elon Musk making up things to hurt the Democrats. Trump's in office. He already won. And they're going to go through the next 4 years saying everything that Trump finds out, everything they uncover or switch, it was all bogus. It was great. And Trump should have never messed with it. And it's weird because you were just here. It wasn't great. It needs somebody to mess with it. Yep. Okay. Feels like a speech here. A lot of talking going on. Okay. A lot of talking. We need an alternative to the Dems since the Dems are America's second conservative party. I just don't know how we can do this. Okay. And Tulsi lied to you. You met Tulsi? I never met her. I initially wanted her to be Bernie Sanders' running mate. My hatred of Hillary made me like her in 2019. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'll put it this way. I felt Tulsi was phony. Yeah. But I also felt Bernie's phony. And AOC is phony. And Ayanna Presley's phony. And Pete Buttigieg is phony. And Cory Booker's phony. Get where I'm going? See what I'm saying? Remember that guy used to act like William Shatner? Bold guy to Texas? He's phony. Get his name. I don't even remember him now. Tim Walz is phony. But at least he's stuck by his policies. Yeah, but it's a lot of phony, like it's sort of like, what's the phrase? If you hate politicians for being phony, it's sort of like a blind basketball player, like calling them out for double dribbling. You know, if you call out a politician for being phony, you gonna call them all out. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of comes with the territory. You know, you got to kind of decide: are they phony? Did they intentionally mislead you, or did they change their mind, or did they do a shift for political purposes? And that to us seems phony. You know, there are people that say I'm phony because back in 2019 or 2020, I was one way. Now they're in 2025, and I said, screw it. I was always the most vocal black supporter, I feel, on the left. But now I just went further, supported black people, and left the left. I'm no longer a part of the left. I didn't leave my support for black folks. I tripled down on that support. And because to me, it's about legacy and what we try to leave behind. And what I want to leave behind is my advocacy to make life better for my kids and for my neighborhood and for my people who are on the bottom of this situation. So I feel like that was my calling. You know, of course, I get a lot of shit from it, but that's fine. They don't have to understand. I'm good with it. But I feel you, Bragg. Elizabeth Looney in the place. Thank you, Elizabeth Looney. Thank you for supporting the show. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow we have another show, same time. And then we do the Friday day show. Then we got a Friday night show. I appreciate y'all. Let's be safe. Everybody be good. Remember, like I always say, don't let anybody take your cornbread. Don't do it. Yeah. Democrats, they're in trouble. And I think they know it. All right. Tobias J. Deshaun, Candy Rain, Malcolm Rex, Jibba Jabba Jibba 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 Jabba. Jibba Jabba? Jibba Jabba 809, you're welcome. Robert, what's up? M. Sparks. M. Sparks says, look, your boy going broke trying to start a new business. I understand. I got to go to China to find manufacturers. But got to give me a mug. Got to hit the old piggy bank. Man, take care of you. My mugs will be here. This show will be here. God willing, the show will be here. And hit me back, man. All right? But thank you for the thought, brother. Take care of your business first. Family come first. And I'm sure with your business, that's who you're going to be taking care of. So do that. Swing back, circle back after you're amazingly successful. All right? My brother. I appreciate you, though. Cat Negrita. Yet another great night. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. Zenso. That's right, Zenful Big. But you know, I like sharing it. I want people to know that we can all change. We can all, there is no shame in changing. It's called growth. Sign. And you don't need nobody's permission to grow. Do you? All right, baby. Like I always say, where's my ladies? I'm blessed, y'all. Here they go.
Now, there you go. I can wait till it's my
Thank you.